What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Take It Apart channel. Today I have something special for you guys. I have a defective Milwaukee M12 portable soldering iron. Don't really know what's going on with it. It could be a heating element, could be a thermal fuse. We're going to open it up and check it out. This is probably going to be a destructive experiment because there's a very good chance that this thing's never ever going to be used again. Anyway, I have other portable soldering irons that work as good, if not probably better than this one ever did. So I don't know if I'm ever going to fix this one. Let's check it out anyway. All right, let's do it. So first off, this guy here has got a pivot point right here, and it has replaceable tips, which also mask the heating element right here. And you can see I have a collet, and it is very tough to come off. And this piece actually holds the two clamshells together right here and right here. So that is as far as I've gone on this guy at this moment. So we have a series of fasteners here. They look like they're all, what, T10? Yeah, T10. And I have a hidden fastener right here. Yeah, I can feel it. It's right there someplace. There we go. All right. We have another one. All right, let's go ahead and pull him back. Hidden fastener. Whoa, whoa. Camera. Had a hidden fastener right here under the decal. Let's go ahead and start with that one. And that should allow us to separate the clamshell completely. There we go. And I don't know if there's anything else holding it on. I think this piece here should fall off. I believe so. Okay, here's the clamshell. Let's see if it splits. Kind of wants to split. All right. Let's go ahead and shove a wedge in there. Oh yeah, there it is. So we have a little LED right here. Ah, this camera. I've got a love-hate relationship with this camera. Okay, so right here by the LED, should be able to split it. And right here under the M12 badge, it looks like something's holding on right there. Ah, interesting. There was. It's a little plastic latch right there underneath it. So that is pretty much it. We are in, the most part, to the heating element. And let's see, there's a thermal fuse right here next to it. Very cool. So shouldn't take us nearly as long to figure out what's going on with this bad boy. There we go. Got a little zip tie there. Let me get some clippers so I can clip some of these zip ties. And let's see. I think they made it very easy to test the fuse. Yeah. It's got a little PCB. Fuse goes from there to there. Let's go ahead and put our meter in continuity. All right. We'll check across what I think is the fuse. I got 49 ohms. That is definitely not a fuse. Okay. So I've got a little bit of protection there. All right, so 49 ohms would make more sense for a heating element. This is very curious. There's little contact pads up and under there. This pulls out even more. You know what's interesting? Right here, you can see that there's a little potentiometer. You can scrape some of this schmoo off here. There's some Celastic on there. And I do believe that's probably for temperature adjustment. There is no temperature adjustment on the soldering iron. So it is what it is. You get what you get. But apparently that might be where you can solder or adjust the temperature. Okay, so on this guy here, it says fuse, clearly. And I'm just not getting it. I think my fuse is probably good. Let's see. We get that one, that one. So I also have these two wires right here. it should be between this one and this one are my, yeah, this one and this one. Okay. I'm going by these two white wires right here. I would assume that this is going to be my fuse. And from this one to this one, which are these two little points right here, which are on the very back, I would believe that that is my fuse. Maybe not. But everything is looking like it's all right. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take the rest of it apart. Maybe I can take some measurements on the board itself. Who knows? All right. These ones are in pretty good. I can see now why the heating element was almost impossible to find online. It's because it's soldered directly into that PCB right there. And unfortunately, this is just not a good design. We've had replaceable heating elements for what? A decade, 2 decades when it comes to portable soldering irons. And Milwaukee being Milwaukee. Sure, you can have a warranty. I know somebody in the comments is going to say something about that. Oh, you could have just used the warranty. But why not just make it so that we can change out the heating element? Who wants to ship out their device? All right, there's one plastic clip right here. You can see it's got a little tang. Spring-loaded tang right there. It's holding it in. And there it goes. There it goes, folks. Here we go. Pull the assembly through. We have the brain box right here. There's our temperature controller. And this right here is our charge indicator. It's this little ribbon cable. And over here, this is the battery input. And I bet you that this one here is also to check the thermals of the battery, because this being a heating element, it's going to pull a lot of amps. And you can see right here, I've got two driver. This one right here is the driver for the heating circuit. And this one right here, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but is that like a flyback diode for when the heating element is discharged? Right here. It's a big, big diode. Of course, my camera's not going to pick it up so well. Right there. Okay, right there is a diode. This right here is my MOSFET for driving it. And let's see, what else do we have here? Pull the rest of it apart. Wow. All right. And the other most important part of this entire piece is the switch, and it is just a regular, normally open, normally closed micro switch. Very generic. Look at that. Interesting. So all that happens is you push this latch forward, it depresses the micro switch, and it goes into a heating cycle. Now, interestingly enough, notice on one side, let's see if I can get you guys a good view. Come on, camera. There we go. Notice on this side right here, see how it's nice and shiny, the PCB? And let's flip it over, and the other side, not so much. So one side is conformally coated. This side right here, you can see that little microprocessor right there. It is coated, but the other side is not. This side here, definitely not. You can tell. Interesting. Well, folks, there you have it. That's a Milwaukee M12 portable soldering iron. Full teardown. We're now down to the guts of it, and it's not as repairable as I first thought. It has this guy right here, which is a little PCB that has the contact points for the heating element and its thermistor. There is supposedly a thermal fuse, which says fuse right there, but I checked, and let's check these other two just in case. Just in case, guys. Let's see. Nonetheless, I still don't think it's worth repairing. Okay, so that is across 2 of the links. I've got continuity on all my links, not heating up, folks. To me, I would say that that is a heating element, but I do have 49 ohms across the heating element. You would think the heating element's good at that point. So anyway, whatever it is, whatever mystical part of it's not working, it is what it is. And for just probably $20 less than the cost of repairing this, if I did buy a heating element, I went ahead and bought a total battery powered soldering station with adjustable temperature and a small iron, which is way more usable. This one here was always a honking beast. Took a while for it to heat up, and also recovering the temperature plus the giant point. This guy right here, it never held solder that well, so I'm not really that sad to let it go. But nonetheless, it was cool to tear into it. Hope you found this to be a little bit enjoyable. If you did, give me a thumbs up and stay tuned. We're going to tear down some more stuff probably in the next couple days.